And we have another very special guest with us today, and she is from Guyana. She is Commissioner Nicole Cole, and she's an executive director of the Empire Plus. It's a network of people. It's a nonprofit organization in Guyana geared towards network of people living with and affected by HIV and AIDS. So it's a community that supports women and empowers them throughout their difficult health period of HIV or AIDS diagnosis and sickness. So I will delay no further and introduce you to Commissioner Nicole Cole from Guyana, Executive Director of Empire Plus.
Guyana is happy to be in the house. We are always happy to be within the regional project, given the fact that Guyana, even though it is housed in South America, houses the CARICOM Secretariat. And so we are proud to support regional integration and regional ideas. As every speaker spoke, I agreed with all of their sentiments. And then what came to my mind is the writer Stephen R. Covey. He would have given 7 habits that people of excellence actually exhibit. And if we know excellence is a habit, but for anything to be a habit, we have to keep practicing it. It is something that you do like a daily mantra, something that you wake up to, something that you continue to repeat daily. And I love the first speaker that spoke about looking in the mirror and actually saying affirmations to yourself. We learned in our social work studies that is called soliloquizing, that talking to yourself is actually very self-empowering. And that is something that you need to constantly do to keep your self-esteem high and to keep self-motivated and self-determined. And it is the late, great leader of South Africa, Nelson Mandela Madiba, who would have said, it always seems impossible until it is done. So, in other words, nothing is impossible. And it always starts with a dream. Another late great, Dr. Martin Luther King, civil rights movement in the USA. Today, there is the first female vice president of color, what in Guyana we call Dougla, because she is the product of an East Indian woman and an African man, Jamaica and India. So even here in the Caribbean, we can claim fame to having the first female vice president. Just imagine that. For the first time in over 200 years, the United States of America is having a woman as its vice president, and not just any woman, a woman that we all can identify with because of her roots. She has Caribbean roots and a very proud father, an economist from Jamaica. So we are proud to own her and to support her. I campaigned in that campaign online to support her leadership, and I'm happy to see the dream become reality, because it was all a dream until she was duly elected. Now, why do I say that? This pandemic has really rolled back lots of gains for women. The UN Secretary General, the UN Director, the UN Women Director, all have recognized, even here, UN Women Caribbean, that the gains that we would have made over the years have slipped. That's because COVID-19 has created another shadow pandemic. Women are struggling in homes whereby there's heavy incidence of violence against women and girls. That has become a shadow pandemic. Another shadow pandemic is actually child hunger. And women as female-headed households are actually having to struggle to get an income to feed children. Women are mainly on the front line in jobs that are low paying, that have lost that income. Those jobs are no more. Many in the tourism industry are women. So more so now, this project, Simone, is to really help to have our women reimagine, rethink, and to be resilient, and to re-strategize, and to refocus our energies, whereby we know that if we believe in ourselves, if we put in the hard work, we can make our visions become reality. How can we do that? We do that by simply holding true to whatever our daily mantra is. If we get up and we look into the mirror and we say, I know I can be what I want to be. It's the words from a song. And if I work hard at it, I'll be where I want to be. I know I can be what I want to be. And if I work hard at it, I will be where I want to be. And I want to encourage the girls and women here today. There's a reason why you are alive. You are alive because you have purpose. You are alive because your purpose is to enlighten and to shine your light upon the world. And that is why you are here. You are here to make a difference. You are here to actually show that women are resilient. We are still the foundation in the world. We are still the one that keeps the engine of the economy growing, even though we are not recognized for that hard work that we do. We are still to be paid equal work, equal pay for equal work of value. And we still need to ensure that women's organizations like Simone's, like mine, like all organizations here today are funded. Funding is key to keeping women alive. Without the monies, we will die. And this is why there is a big outcry with the British government cutting funding by 85% to a key UN agency, the UNFPA. Without that funding, women will slip into poverty. So we have to ensure that monies are put where women can thrive. Here in Guyana, my fight is to ensure that the president of Guyana sets up a fund for women and girls who are trying to escape abuse. A president funds is not a political machination. It means that every president who takes the reign of power in Guyana, whether it's a man or a woman, they must put money into that fund to ensure that survivors like myself, after we would have been beaten up so badly, we can thrive. Because without the money, Simone, our dreams cannot become reality. We need the money to support our funding. So I want to tell us all, let us go forward and try to get where the money is. Seek out the funding, put out your letters, tell them that you need money because everything has gone up. All the prices have skyrocketed and we are not getting money. And even the COVID-19 cash grant, some of us have never gotten it. We are really suffering and struggling. So let us dream big, let us seek out the funding, and let us continue to believe in ourselves and thrive for a better world where women and girls' rights are respected as human rights. I thank you.